Hey everyone! In most of our videos, we go over the fundamentals because without them, you can never climb. But today, I want to break down some of the most advanced laning tactics that the enemy player will definitely not know about unless they also watch this video. To do this, I'm going to use a game in gold where I'm playing Zed vs Viktor to show you how well these concepts work against lower elo players. But don't worry if you don't play Viktor or Zed, as these concepts are not champion specific at all. So let's jump right in. At the start of the lane, I'm going to be playing a standard melee vs range strategy. I want to stay healthy while the wave pushes in, then look for all-ins and combos at level 3. The wave will bounce off my tower and start pushing to him around that point, which will be perfect for what I want to do. I know a lot of you like to say that Zed isn't a melee champ, but if you play Zed in higher elo against players with fingers, you quickly realize he's definitely a melee and will be punished as one, as you will get poked down every time you go to melee a last hit or throw your Q for it. But anyways, whenever I don't have a minion to last hit, I'm going to try and stay at the perfect range where Viktor can't Q me, but I can reach him with my Q. This is also called tethering. So watch how I move in relation to Viktor here. You see how when he moves up, I move back, and when he moves back, I move up? This concept is super advanced and difficult, without a lot of practice, but can really take your lane to the next level. We'll see more examples of it throughout the lane. Once my Q is down, I'm just chilling back, make sure not to take any free damage. Now once it's up, we have another important concept here for any matchup. The situation is when you're not in a position to win a trade. It doesn't have to be melee versus ranged. So in this situation, if I walk up to last hit this with an auto attack, Viktor can punish me with his Q and autos. Another situation with different champions involved could just be you're playing Orianna versus Syndra, and you know Syndra will hit you with Q if you walk up to auto attack the CS, same thing. But watch how I handle it. I'm going to walk up to basically test the waters, and play according to how he reacts. Is he going to let me hit this without punishing? Then, right here, the moment he starts facing me, I realize, yeah, he's probably going to hit me, and just use my Q to get it instead. If you were Ori in the situation that we talked about, you would act like you're going to hit it, then use Q instead. It actually works super well against skill shot champions because you can fake it, then it baits them into using their skill shot, you dodge it, and they are now missing an important cooldown and wasted mana. But this tactic is important because there will be times when they don't punish, and you can save your ability for harass or for the next CS that might be dangerous to go for. For this next CS though, I don't have Q, and he's walking like he's going to punish, so I simply just give it up. It's perfectly fine to do this when playing melee vs range. You want to be healthy for level 3 when you actually have kill pressure. After that, we have another example of tethering. Watch my movement in relation to his. He just barely gets me with his Q because my character had to stop moving to throw it, but I get the damage on him before he gets the shield because of how I used it. Now that I have no CS to go for, I'm just sitting back trying to land a Q on him if possible, but not doing much as the wave pushes in. I want to grab these low health minions here, but as I do it, Viktor walks to me like this. I'm going to walk away, prepared to just let them go if I need to, but he turns around, and then I can grab them. As you can see, it's completely fine to give up some CS. Your health is way more important at this point. But once he hits level 2, I back up more than normal and switch up my movement a bit since I know he has a laser now. Viktor laser is barely dodgeable. It's 100% on him to miss it, but you can dodge it with some good movement. It's just like Xerath W. Then, as my wave is getting cleared, I do the thing I was talking about earlier where I test the waters and use an auto attack to grab the last hit instead. This time, as I walk up, I realize he's not moving up to punish for whatever reason, because he definitely should. But I take the CS for free and can use my WQ to look for some poke even though I missed. Now it's back to playing safe and grabbing CS with Q as the next wave arrives until here. I want to grab this last hit, but my Q is down for just a little bit longer. I realize I won't be able to get it, so I walk at it, then immediately turn around, which baits Viktor into using his E and missing. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a terrible Viktor E, but the concept here is important. Even when you have no way of getting a last hit, you should constantly be acting like you're going up for it to bait out abilities. This frees you up to get other CS you might not be able to. For example, let's say this is Syndra and not a Viktor. I don't have Q and his CS is getting low. If I just sit back and do nothing, I don't get it and she doesn't hit me and I just miss the CS. If I walk up and then turn around and bait out the Syndra Q, then I have 4 seconds to grab his CS with an auto before she can Q me again. Anyways, after that, watch how Viktor moves back even though he's about to hit level 3. This is a huge misplay from him since he should be on the offensive right now with his level advantage. If I try to go in while being in level down, I'm just going to die. But because he's out of position, this gives me time to walk up and auto attack some CS. Doing this is good for 2 reasons. First, it thins out the wave. Thinning just means to make his minion wave not as big, which gives him less of an army to fight with him if he gets ganked or if I go in at level 3. But this also helps because soon the wave should crash on the tower and I'm going to be vulnerable to poke every time I walk up for last hit. So if there's less minions on the tower, that's less windows to poke me before level 3. So I was completely disrespecting Viktor there and should have lost like half my health bar for it, but instead I just get a bunch of CS for free. Then I do the same thing as before, but this time it's a cannon. A cannon is the only CS you should actually trade your health for. It's just worth too much gold. Alright, now the waves are reset and I'm level 3. I have a kill window on Victor in 3 seconds when my W is up, but normally I shouldn't. He's making a crucial mistake that will make it possible. Do you know what it is? It's simply because he isn't using his potions. He has 2. When you're against assassins and you have potions, you should always stay between 90 and 100% health, because if you do that, you are unkillable for the most part, especially in these early levels. So I'm not just going to run at the Victor and try to kill him. If I did that, he can just run away towards his tower. I want him to actually walk up. So what do? Just wait for him to walk up for a last hit. Here he comes, then go in with my combo, WEQ, and swap right away. If he was 90 or 100% health, I would not swap since I wouldn't have kill pressure. I would have to poke him and then wait for my next W cooldown. You can see how much damage my combo did. My full combo did about 40% of his health. He started at 80. But anyways, I'm constantly auto-attacking, and I saw the enemy jungler Kayn bot side a few seconds ago, so I know his jungler can't be here yet. I don't use Ignite because I know I don't have the damage. I want to use Ignite to surprise him when he doesn't think he's in kill range. If I used it here, he would just flash away. So I just start running away, waiting for my Q cooldown. Then, as he turns around to try and return a harass, I try to Q, flash, auto, E, and ignite him, but apparently he's faker and dodges it, so I just barely missed the kill by 6 health. Now I try to find him to stop his TP, because if he TPs in, I could be in trouble. I want to crash this so I can reset. Sadly, I can't stop it and his jungler shows up. I'm going to start by running away through topside towards my jungler, until right here. Kayn just used Q and cleared almost all of these minions when Victor wasn't here. This is super good for me, and now I know Kayn won't be trying to kill me either. So I just focus on getting this wave pushed in, ready to run to my jungler if Kayn does try to chase me. As soon as the wave is basically cleared, I know it can't be frozen anymore and quickly W over the wall to reset. When I get back to lane, the wave is in a terrible spot for Victor. It's not crashed on the tower, so he's vulnerable to ganks, but he just put a ward bot side and that's where my jungler is headed. I'm going to dodge one of his E's, then look for a combo to poke him. Since he's 100% health, I have no kill pressure at all here and can't swap to my W for an all-in. And he has way too many minions to defend him here, so I have to back off and let the wave crash if he walks it into the tower. So I'm going to do the same thing as before. I'm going to test the waters. If I walk up and freeze, will he try to punish? He should walk up and make me back up since I don't have W, but since he doesn't, I just hold the wave and freeze it. This is huge for me, because by freezing it, it will slow push. If I let it hit the tower, it would just reset back to the middle. By freezing with only a few minions, it will slow push to him, and now I have a huge experience advantage from Kayn clearing so many CS earlier. So I want to slow push, hit level 6, then dive him to make him lose all of the CS. So the wave is slowly pushing in now, but when I have my W, I want to look for some poke to prepare my level 6 all in. Sadly, I don't hit both Qs here, so I only get a little bit of damage. I'm going to pop a potion on my own to make sure I'm nice and healthy for my level 6 all in, and still play relatively safe when choosing which CS to go for. I don't want to take too much damage right now. The next wave is here, and this one will give me level 6, so I bait and dodge another laser, then take the time to walk up and hit a few CS, getting a little bit closer to hitting 6, then when I'm 1 CS away, the enemy jungler shows up to gank, which is perfect. I have a slow pushed wave, and that one minion is about to die. So I kite away as I wait for my wave to kill it and save my cooldowns, then as soon as I hit 6, I go all in on Victor, get the easy kill with a full combo, then kite the Kayn out before just ignoring him and focusing on shoving the wave. If Kayn followed me into the wave, I would just kill him with his help, and if I tried to kill him, he would just E over the wall. While I shove it, my jungler runs down the Kayn and kills him, and now Victor will lose all of his CS, and the lane is over. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up this advanced laning guide. Remember, these concepts apply to any matchup and can really take your lane to the next level. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.